Hello, group Ironman bank video content lovers. As promised, I am delivering the bank video of my Duo GIM account exactly 1 year after group Ironman mode was released. So we have October 29th right now, as you can see. So it was exactly 1 year, and let's see where we got so far. First of all, I will put our current rank on the screen. I believe we are like rank 17 at the moment, being climbing up by a couple positions recently. Let's look at the main achievements this year. So, got over 26k rune score, also managed to finish off Max Cape and Quest Cape. So that's quite a lot for first year, I believe. My bro had a very busy studies period though at one point, so he fell behind a tiny bit. But that's not a big deal because he is catching up fast and he is planning to max and obtain Quest Cape in upcoming couple months. Now it's time for the main part of the video that everyone came here for, which is a bank showcase. Okay, moment of truth. Let's open the bank and we get some random nonsense tab. Okay, now we start from the very first tab. So I'm just putting kind of skilling supplies here, like the main skilling supplies and useful things that kind of have their own spot and I will never move them. If you want to copy the layout, you can kind of just take a screenshot. As you can see, I just have basically summoning supplies like these random storage things, then energies, logs, gems. I only keep uncut gems and disassemble the cut ones to save the bank space. Also, I'm kind of only trying to keep the clean herbs and just grimy herbs are somewhere here that I will just clean for daily challenges, also to keep bank space. And here we have like herb lore secondaries, all the herb seeds, all the other random seeds that are useful. I was just dropping all the other seeds that have completely no use. And there's like some raw food, mostly like the ones that are needed for big game hunter. All the other raw food I kind of just either cook or just feed to animals in player own farm. Everything is just to save the bank space. Okay, these are some random tools towards the bottom and some skilling outfits. Usually I also destroy most of the skilling outfits because I can just search here if you, let's say, need like mining golem, let's say, you enter it in the search and even if it's destroyed and kept at Diango, you can still just take it real quick, so it's pretty convenient. Okay, so yeah, that's how it looks like. Usually some loot that doesn't have its designated space from bosses, I just put here in the bottom and eventually I will process it, either clean the herbs or alch these salvages so they won't take up bank space forever. And yeah, next up is Necromancy tab. It's kind of filled out pretty much. I feel like there aren't many things we can add here at this point. Only can just upgrade some armors with good perks. I kind of plan to keep this tier 90 power armor without perks to AFK camp all these like low level bosses and not waste energies. And gonna just put some perks for tank armor in case I will be doing some content where I will need to be very tanky, like Duo AOD or Duo Raids, gonna need that. So yeah, Necro tab kind of finished. Also managed to get most of Racial drops this far. Only missing the lantern. This one will get destroyed as soon as I get the Racial's lantern. So it's a placeholder for now. Yeah, we also got Essence of Finality. It's the only style we are having Essence of Finality for right now. And these two will get destroyed once I get them to level 10, since I was using these like tier 70 random gear when I was trying to save up energy in the past when we didn't have memory dowser and we have been starving on energy. Now this will just be turned into invention XP. And the next tab is the magic one, and kind of rune crafting for a tiny bit because we keep all these rune crafting pouches and wicked hood in here. As you can see, magic tab is basically runes and and some random nonsense like mystic, ganodermic, carapax wrist wraps that my bro got and gave me. And the only good thing in this tab is like tier 95 magic dual wields, but it's kind of a case for all the other combat style tabs aside from necromancy, because so far we have been kind of using necromancy only. Like, first of all, as I said, the plan is to get best in slot necromancy when we can use necromancy to get gear for the other styles. This way, I feel like it's the easiest. Next up, we have melee tab. It's kind of underwhelming. Okay, I won't give much comments. We have Noxious Scythe and 3 pieces of Torwa, and have some other Torwa pieces, I think, at my bros bank proposed possibly. Next up, we have range tab. This one is a little bit bigger, but also not impressive at all. We have like chinning setup with Armadillo crossbow recently obtained. And as I said, best weapon, Noxious Scythe, Noxious longbow, I mean, and then just random ammo. And ammo isn't that great as well, so it's kind of junk tab still. Okay. Next up is major PVMing tab and kind of other useful item tab. It's like a tab that I use a lot usually. I keep all my potions here. I keep all the food. Some like D&D resets for some reason are here, and basically majority of things I use in PVM I just keep them here. That like I mean, if things are not related to specific style, I just put them in here. So it has scriptures, gonna have god books in the future once I complete them, and these are like all the lower dose potions right here. I also keep couple of placeholders like the Sarah Bruce for potions that I will have in the future. I plan to put poison bombs in, not poison, I mean vulnerability bombs in here, and spiritual prayer potions in here once I completely finish this tab. Okay, next up is kind of loot tab slash like random jank tab slash you will see. Basically, the main thing in this tab is 86,000 bones that I collect by just using that underworld grimoire. Usually I know that I will get 120 prayer by just AFKing wire, so I'm not bothering to bury all the bones with bone crusher. I just use that grimoire and let it collect all the bones for me so I can just have this funny collection. Okay, so basically that's kind of a loot tab that holds all these like random things, mostly from PVM that I might have used in the future, like 33k elemental anima stones. That's gonna be a lot of runes. Yeah, let's move on to the next tab, which is kind of a clue scroll tab where I keep most of my clue scroll loot, all these like unique items, unique set items that I didn't complete the sets for, also some items for hidey holes that I didn't build yet. On the top, I just keep the teleports, Passage of the Abyss. Wait, didn't I put Passage of the Abyss in a group storage recently? My bro was doing clues without it. Okay, now I got it. Okay, these are like pages that I didn't complete the books for. Basically, I completed most of the books actually, but I still want to complete all of the books to fill them up all at once. Also, all the duplicate pages I will just give to my bro so he can also complete every single god book. Okay, the next tab is the most exciting one. Maybe not right now, but in the future years it will be the most exciting one, where I put all the PVMing drops that have no use for me, but they just look very good as a collection. So first of all, I'm just putting like Barrows items, then all the dragon item drops, all these abyssal whips from Slayer, Corp Dragon, basically whatever I get from PVM and it has no use for me, I just put it here just in case sometime in the future they will release achievement that will make these things useful. Also, some things like are not complete sets. Once I complete them, I will store them in POH, and it will save up some space for me. Also, there are things like subjugation set or something like that. If once I complete full set, I just make it into a set and put it in my bank to use less bank spaces. Aside from that, I just put all this kind of drops in a group storage for now. Next up is very simple, just archaeology, a lot of bank space used for all these random damaged artifacts, nothing impressive, just archaeology tab. We do not even have best and slot Mattock yet. Next up, how to say, farming tab, kind of. Also, I'm just keeping some animals, also other random items that at the moment I might need them, but in the future I can just clear them up once I complete respective achievements. Like I might need these eggs to make every single familiar for the summoning achievements. Also, I might need some of these supplies from Eastern lands until I get enough chimes to buy every single upgrade and unlock there. And now let's look at the very last tab. It's the most funny one. So I'm just keeping all these like very rare items or like items that might allow me to get some very rare items in the future. Also, I still have two Pink Santa hats, and I promise that I will give one away once we hit 100 likes on one of the older episodes. The last time I checked, it had like 90 plus likes, so we still didn't hit 100. Let me know once it hits 100. I will just either put it somewhere in Falador party room at like specific time that we will talk about, or I will just give it, or I will just put like random comment under that video, and first person to reply to that comment will get it. So check it out. Now let's check the group storage. There are some big things right there. We got a couple of Eldritch Crossbow pieces. We got Fracture Staff of Armadillo piece. Basically, the things that we keep in group storage are things like clue scrolls, pages for scriptures, or something like that. Basically, things that we would both have in our bank, but we wouldn't want to waste bank space together. So we just put it in group storage and we only use up one space instead of both using one space. So yeah, these are like God Wars Dungeon, boss drops, and somewhere towards the bottom we have things that my bro got, like Runica Tuner and Memory Dowser. Shout out to him for grinding Gate of Elidness, a boss that I do not really like. Also, some things that might be useful for both of us, we just keep here in a group storage and we just put it back after using it. One of the last things I wanted to show is player-owned house storage, where I try to keep all the things that I can, that I complete sets for, and in the future I kind of want to try to fill it up as much as possible. Once I run out of easily doable achievements or other grinds, I will try to fill up my POH as much as possible. Like it's kind of fun completionist thing. So in armor case, we also filled up quite some things. But mostly these are like easily obtainable things that didn't need to grind much for. Like you either do some quests and get the outfit and so on, or you can just buy it in regular shops. I didn't even try to fill it up that much. Like usually if I just get items that can be stored in here, I just store them out to save my bank space. Same applies to the cape rack. Like I could technically just buy most of these skill capes to fill it up, but I'm just keeping this content for the future once I really run out of things to do. Magic wardrobe, we only have Dragon High, Ghostlier, and Lunars. What maybe once I do Slayer logs and I complete these like light and dark mystic, I can just store them out to save bank space and not keep every single item. For clue scroll, we almost finished actually this treasure chest for easy clues, only missing few drops. For mediums, it's not filled that much. For hards also we got only few items. Elites, same story, but we got both robe and hood armor pieces, which is great. For masters also, we only stored a couple of items. We didn't do much masters so far. So yeah, that's how my bank looks like after 1 year of playing GIM. I'm not sure if you really wanna check my collection logs, but I will quickly scroll through all these like clue scroll logs. You can check them out. I didn't do too many clues. I only had like 1 or 2 weeks where I was like actively doing the clues, and after that I dipped no super rares as expected. For Slayer logs, like we didn't try to fill them up as much, so there's like nothing much to show. Probably next year, once now that we are in PVM chapter, we will have much more PVM log achievements. For boss logs, as I said, like mostly I was trying to fill up the Racia log this year. I think it was the one that I worked on the most. All the other ones are just like random casual drops that I got while randomly doing Reaper tasks, etc. Oh, nowadays I'm kind of AFKing General Grardor, so this log might get finished sometime soon. I'm gonna be trying to fill up quite a lot of these like easy logs nowadays. So we have Hermod log done. We have like what else? Huracan. I believe these two logs are completed. Everything else is still underway. Like Shadow Reef log looks quite filled after spooning that double mechanism, but it means nothing until we get the last piece. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna finish this video right here. Thank you all for watching. And hopefully the bank will be much more juicy after the second year of GIM playing. Bye bye.